off this whole time. I just did my full intro on silence. Wasn't that cute?
And then desktop
Now
audio.
I know why Kat looked panicked for a minute because
Desktop audio is Kat. So just undo that one. Just undo that one.
this one?
Yeah.
I just did my full intro and you guys didn't hear a damn word I said. That's cute. It's really cute. Kat is on my other screen live and I was like, why does she look panicked? And now I realize it was because she couldn't hear a word I was saying. My God, sorry guys. All right, let's redo the intro. Kat is on live with me. She'll be coming in a minute. So basically, I was apologizing for being gone for a couple of weeks. My dog got sick. We thought he wasn't going to make it. We ended up spending like $3,500 to see what was going on. He has diabetes. Long story short, he had complications with his diabetes. He is better. He's much better. He's finally eating. We thought we were going to lose him. And last year, my big lesson from the universe was take care of yourself and your family first, and that was my priority. So that's where I was. I know I owe you guys a couple of back streams. I will be redoing those and bringing them in. Had some really exciting stuff happen while I was gone for a few weeks. Let's see. I went to a Gwen Stefani concert. She's live in Vegas, and it was amazing, might I add. It was amazing. Kat is planning on flying out, and we're going to go back to Gwen Stefani and see her again live because it was that awesome. I actually want to go like down in the pit this time and get like pit tickets. She's great live, obviously. If you guys know I've been a fan forever. And then last minute, let's see, was it the night before that? The night before that, I got a last minute invite to go. As you guys saw on Twitter, Zach invited me in town to a location that he just purchased. That's all I'm going to say about it. I'm not going to expose too much because I don't want him to get mad at me since we know each other personally. I did make friends with somebody that was there, which was, I think it's one of his tour guides. His name's Sean. Shout out to Sean. I have spoke with Sean. We're going to try to plan something to bring Sean on the channel hopefully next week. And then Sean and I will kind of share what we experienced. But I will not be sharing where the location is, what the location is, the name of the location, because you guys know that I am personally friends with Zach and I respect him and I will not expose his personal business, as you guys know. So anyway, it was really cool. Shout out to Zach. Thank you so much for inviting me last minute. We both live in Vegas, obviously, and it was so much fun. It was so much fun. And I did get some evidence and stuff from that, but I'm not going to be exposing that either because I have not gotten permission from him to do that. And him and I have like exclusive respect for each other. So I won't post that, but I'll talk about it because it was really fun. So anyway, I'm gonna bring in Kat. Today is going to be a really interesting chat with Kat. We're going to talk about psychic etiquette. We're going to talk about basically some things that we've gone through recently with interacting with psychics by accident. And then I'm going to talk about some old stories from interaction I've had with psychics and how we think they should interact with people as, I don't know, clients. Is that the right word for it? And then we're also going to be... another topic. It's going to be really fun. Ready for this? The other topic we're going to go over is Baganites. We're going to talk about some Baganites because you guys know that I don't shy away from that topic, and I don't like when, you have women tearing other women down, so we're going to be addressing that as well. So stay tuned for the tea on that. In the meantime, I'm going to put you guys on a Be Right Back screen. I'm going to bring Kat in. And we're going to dive right in. Make sure you ask questions. I'm watching Twitch questions. Kat's watching questions on YouTube, I think. You can hear Kat laughing in the background because she's on hold. So I'll be right back and we'll have Kat in 1 second. All right, girl, you ready?
I am, girl.
Okay, are you excited?
I am.
Okay, your mic is still on, so I think they can hear you right now, so that's fine. But I just want to make sure you're ready to go. I'm excited. I know we're not visibly on screen right now, just audio, but I don't have, I tried to pull up our question bullet points that you had on the iPad. And for some reason, I can't pull it up on my iPad. and I don't want to pull it up on my phone. So if you have the list and we need it for like segues or whatever, just pop in and be like, oh, another thing we were talking about was this.
Okay.
Since I can't see it.
Right here.
Okay, cool. All right, let's go in to see everybody. What is up, guys? We have Kat. Yay, Kat's here. By the way, I did like the Gwen Stefani pony today. This poof is out of freaking control, man, but that's okay. You know, what do they say in the South? The bigger the hair, the higher to God, or something. The bigger, the higher to Jesus. In our case, praise Satan. Just kidding. We're not really. Yeah, that's from Sabrina. I actually had some people tweet at me that had seen all of us, like, you know, Kat, Chanel, Brittany, and I saying praise Satan. It is from the show on Netflix, Sabrina. No, we are not Satanists, so for God's sake, everybody chill, okay? But we saw them using that that terminology. They go praise Satan, and we just thought it was hilarious because we have extremely dark sense of humors. So that's the only reason we say that, is because it's hilarious. So anyways, what is up, Kat?
Nothing much.
I'm so excited.
I just so everyone knows, I don't know if they can see it or not, but I have my arm on a pillow right now.
Yep.
I just got tattooed yesterday, so I'm hurting a little.
Can't hear her?
bit.
You can't hear me.
Desktop audio.
Something's wrong. I have desktop audio off.
No. We have it on. It's
Okay.
up.
Up. I don't know. This is tech
That's fine.
support, okay? Blake is
Was
tech
it me?
support. No, it was me. But you
Oh,
know,
that's weird.
I mean, you know, sometimes you need tech support, and I'm not the tech person in this. You know that. So anyway, they need your audio up, so we should be good now. So
Okay.
anyway, Kat and I, this was not like a pre-planned. Like normally we will pre-plan streams and like filming weeks and weeks in advance for YouTube. This was not planned whatsoever. This was something that I can't. I literally can't. I'm not gonna be able to keep a straight face this whole time. This is gonna be a hilarious stream, okay? What I'm trying to say is, normally when we either stream live, like with Brittany Saturday, right? Or like past streams, or even when I stream like videos by myself, it is extremely planned. Usually it's very researched, thought out. This is not. This is, and it's okay. We're allowed to like have fun and just have like a discussion. Yeah. So this is a discussion. We've obviously already kind of talked about it, which is where the idea came up about this stream. Jesus, take the wheel. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start. So let's start here. Okay, psychic etiquette.
Okay.
What does that mean? That means I have interacted with a lot of psychics, okay? Like, I have a lot of really close friends that are also very intuitive, psychic, mediums, whatever. And those people I obviously very much trust in my life. So you would say I'm more advanced with psychics, where you go with Kat, where, you know, although she has a lot of experience in the showbiz, right? Like, she's been a singer her whole life, you've been in opera, you've been on stage in front of thousands of people. Mm-hmm. So you have entertainment experience, but when it comes to like actual psychic experience, you have very minimal amount, right?
Zero.
Yeah.
Zero.
Which is good, because that gives everyone in the audience that's watching, like, you can either gravitate more towards Kat's experience versus me, where, you know, even though I'm intuitive myself and I'm an empath, that doesn't mean I can sniff out someone that's being cray-cray, right? Immediately. Is that the proper way to say it? Like, okay, maybe there's gonna be no filter here. Okay, this is no filter. So where do we even start here? Like, where do we start? Do you want to? Let's start with your story, because yours happened first, right?
So yes, so there's this woman. Honest to God, don't even remember her name, so that's probably for the best for her sake.
It was that bad, you blocked it out.
It was really bad. So I was hanging out with one of my friends, and we were just grabbing coffee, and she was like, hey, you know, we should go and, you know, get a tarot card reading, or, you know, go see a psychic. There's one right on Loudon Road, which is like a main road down by like where all the restaurants are in Concord. And I was like, okay.
Which is New Hampshire, by the way. You're in New Hampshire.
Yeah, New Hampshire. Yes. And we stopped by the actual psychic building, like where she does her readings, and all the lights were on, but nobody was there. The door was locked. So we got lost like several times, which, by the way, should have been a hint to both of us that the universe was like, don't go there. Do not go there. But we went anyway. So we ended up going to her house. She had like the same lights outside of her house that she did at her shop right across the street.
You said you literally like drove by her house like several times and like
multiple times. It was literally right across the street, and we were like lost. Like we were going through
Universal intervention, girl. You should have listened.
Real. I did not listen, and that's true to me because wow. So, mind you, this is like day after Christmas, so I guess it wouldn't have been unordinary for the shop to be closed, but all the lights were on and said it was open. So we go and like knock on this door. Mind you, I don't know if I told you this, Krystal, but like we walked into the house and it immediately smelled like cigarette smoke, which is like fine, but I'm asthmatic, so that was not fine. But
I don't mean to laugh, by the way. This is like just friends chatting, right? Like I'm not making fun of anybody.
So funny.
Yeah.
So there was like this older woman who was clearly like the mom, and then there was this younger girl who was like the daughter, and the mom immediately connects with me and was like saying that I've had like a reading before, which I did have in Salem, Massachusetts, years prior to obviously like coming to this woman. And she took me into the other one room, and the daughter took my friend in another room. So we had two separate tarot card readings. Mind you, they were $65 a piece. Okay, we're going to keep that in mind. So that's fine. The reading actually went really well. Things got pretty emotional pretty quick. I do not think that she's not a psychic, because she said some pretty spot on things that were not just like your everyday banter, like, oh, you're going to go to the doctors, or you've recently had somebody pass, or really like basic conversation. She got really in depth about family things and friends and such. So it was very interesting, and the reading went well. Then she suggested that I get a chakra cleanse or whatever.
Chakra, yeah.
Of course, I don't know what the heck that is.
You should have called me. If you would have called me.
So I'm caught up in emotion, and of course I go, okay, great. And
which is probably on purpose. Let's be real here, right?
Probably, yeah. I think that she's psychic, but I think she's using her abilities for not the right reasons. So it's maybe like a little warped in a sense. But anyway, I agreed. And
I agreed to get a chakra cleansing.
She gave me handmade soap wrapped in a paper towel that was like lavender. She told me to go take a bath. And then...
Not at her house.
No.
Not at
home.
That would have been really weird. I would have been like red flags all over the place.
No, she gave me like tall candles that were like half used. She gave me a crystal. She told me that I needed to like use these oils. There was like oils, and she poured it in like a cheese container, like a small plastic.
You didn't tell me that.
Container. Yes,
like Tupperware.
Yeah, legit. Yeah, I threw that out because I was like not having it.
She gave you Tupperware.
But it happened so quick, guys, that literally I had no time to think. And I think maybe that's why they do that, is to kind of catch you off guard because you were emotional and, to pay the money for it. So, she hugged me afterwards. She told me she loved me when she hugged me. And, the vibe seemed okay. Because, again, I think the reading went really well.
Really? Because somebody said that to me, I'd be like, look, bitch, I don't know who you are. Okay. Why are you saying you love me? Wait a second. Back the truck up. Okay.
It seemed to me like just coming from a more motherly sense instead of like creepy, I love you.
But still, I would have hiked her into Sunday. Okay. Just wait a second.
I don't know. I guess I'm such a noob. But
I'm a noob.
They wouldn't let me leave until I paid. And mind you, the tab ended up costing, I paid $300 on PayPal and gave her money in cash, like some money in cash. So they wouldn't let me leave until I paid. And mind you, the PayPal account wasn't even like a woman's name. It was some guy by the name of Vincent. It wasn't like the company's name, like her name. It was like some guy named Vincent, which I was like, okay, that's weird, but whatever. I walk outside. Both her and the daughter tell me to not tell my friend about our reading because something about she doesn't want like my energy to go to her, that to let the psychic worry about things that I need cleansed or fixed or what the hell ever. So I get in the car and I call Katie because I'm having a really weird vibe, obviously, at this point. And I just kind of let Katie talk. And she immediately told me all of the same questions and like responses were told to her as they were to me. So like we were both told we were going to have 4 kids. We were both told that we're going to have a doctor's visit soon. That's going to be, you know, we're going to be worried about it, but it's going to be fine.
I wish somebody tell me I was going to have 4 kids because I'd be like, oh, nay. Nay, nay. Okay.
It was just so strange. Like some things were just very specific that were both like very the same answers.
Right.
Like, obviously our situations were different.
They have some sort of reading going on where they ask the same questions and they correlate the same things. And hoping that it triggers the same people that they're asking, right? I mean...
Yes. Yeah.
And one of the questions was you're connected to a body of water. You were both asked that same question.
We were also, we need to go to a body of water and cry out, like, all of our problems and then throw 3 pennies in the water and we'll feel fine. It was, like, the same exact response. I'm like, hell to the no. I'm going to call because she has my number. Oddly enough, she had me like write down my name on a piece of paper 3 times.
So she
which
has
was
your full
creepy
name.
as it
she
was.
Has your full name.
She has my full name. She had my number because we were gonna try to set up like another appointment on Saturday to just kind of like talk about things like how things are going or how I feel.
How much was that appointment supposed to cost, or do you know?
So the tarot reading was $65, and the cleanse was $300.
And you called me, and I shit.
And she shit herself. Yeah.
I was like,
and I did too, but I was like a little constipated because I didn't know how to handle this situation.
Well, now wait a second. So cleansing and chakra cleansing do exist. Okay, that is real.
Yeah.
And that's what I explained to you. I said, now wait a second. There's like energy workers or light workers that go to like holistic schools. How do I know this? Because Billy Tolley's wife, Diana Tolley, she is a light worker here in Vegas, and she does like chakra cleansing, okay? She charges, I think it's like $65 to $100, but you go in this room, sometimes they have certain music or sounds playing. They're basically trying to rid your energy or like alignment of like what it is, right? And like sometimes they'll like put their hands over you, not touch you, but like removing energy from your body and space. Usually it's like $65 to $100, something like that. Also, you can do your own chakra cleansing, which I actually do once a week, every couple of weeks. But it's through meditation, right? Like, and I sent you a picture of
it to me.
The guided meditation I use. It's literally on iTunes. Look up chakra cleansing or chakra. And there's like a $7.99, right? It was like $7.99 app, right?
Yeah.
Versus where she just charged you $300 for, some oil, some soap,
and oil in a cheese bin. It was like a cheese tin. 2 you already used candles.
They were used?
Soap. Yes, they were. They had like the black scorch marks on the inside. I don't know how the heck I did not think of it like, please stop, like turn around.
Stop.
But they like threw me out the door after it happened, obviously, because they had my money and they had me fooled.
Right. But the good news is you paid for the tarot in cash, which is fine, that's gone.
Yes.
But you paid for the chakra cleansing, the $300 chakra cleansing with PayPal.
On PayPal.
And I told you
and I'm fighting it.
I was like,
I'm fighting it.
Dispute.
Dispute it. Email them, contact, what was the, Board of Bureau or business something bureau.
BBB, Better Business Bureau, yeah.
Better Business Bureau, yes.
Yep. Because I said they shouldn't be giving and charging for oils or soaps when you don't know what's in it. Like the FDA
no
needs
ingredients.
to be involved.
I could have had
what if you had an allergic reaction?
Allergy.
I told you to tell her you were reporting her to the FDA and the Better Business Bureau. And I told her that you needed to let her know you were disputing this because it was very fraudulent after you did some research, which you actually did do a little research, and then you did realize it was wrong.
I did. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't right. I wasn't right.
Nobody can make fun of Kat because this happens to everybody. Like, you get caught off guard. Sometimes it's hard to say no. She catches you in like this emotional stance where let's be realistic. She did, and we don't need to talk about it, but there were some very personal things she touched on. So it is very possible for someone to be psychic and still screw people, right? Is kind of the point of this conversation.
Yes, correct. They're using their abilities for the wrong reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just bizarre. It was extremely bizarre to me.
So you shipped everything back to her in a box?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You
got,
except for
the
the
shipping
cheese
number.
package.
I threw that out. Yeah. I should have thrown out the candles too, but I didn't know what she did with them.
Yep, and I told you, what if they're cursed? What if they have bad energy?
Do you remember that night? I couldn't sleep.
Yep.
I had like all these really weird symptoms and we pretty much might have ruled it out that it might have been a psychic attack.
Yeah.
That she was upset because obviously the email from PayPal to her business gets sent to her directly, or to whoever the person is that owns the account. So she saw it, and it's possible maybe she was upset and was saying some
you were really
mojo.
Hot. You said you were like having weird hot flashes. You couldn't.
I couldn't sleep. Yeah, I was all over the place.
Yeah.
I was all over the place.
Well, and that's awkward anyways, having, I don't know, I feel like you're invaded, right? Like you sit down
extremely
to trust somebody to do like a quote reading, energy read, tarot read, whatever. And then you feel like you get invaded, and then suddenly you feel like you have to shut down and like nothing's working anymore.
Well, I was upset, and I think it's because I always just try to see the best in people.
Mm-hmm. And
I always give them
an image. That's not bad.
No, not at all. But I definitely need to learn to trust my intuition better, because I went in there having a weird feeling, and just was like, no, you know what? I'm just going to give her the benefit of the doubt, and it's going to be fine. And clearly, that did not work out well. So, lesson learned for sure.
Well, and you should hopefully get the $300 back. PayPal's really good about disputing stuff. You have a lot of evidence to back it up. Like the person that you paid in the PayPal account isn't even the person that. It's not even a legitimate business, literally.
Right.
So, with my experience with disputes in PayPal, you'll be okay. So this is just, and I told Kat, don't be, the first day it happened, she was really upset. She was like beating herself up. She was like, I'm stupid. I shouldn't have done it. No, because this isn't her fault. You know what I mean? Like, don't take her this woman, obviously, you're mimicking her energy of just using her powers for the greater bad. You know what I mean?
Right.
She should be using them for good. And it's just really, really a shame, that things happen like this every day. And like, I've had bad experiences myself.
Right.
And it's not just you. And this is really a good lesson. I told Kat, I was like, this is a good lesson to tell people and teach people, what is the etiquette behind this? Obviously, in my opinion, 65 for a tarot reading is probably about average. It should have ended there. She should have never promoted a chakra reading, because that's not a chakra reading. Okay, taking a bath with lavender oil, if that's what it was, we don't even know if that's what it was. That is not a chakra reading, and let alone for $300.
It was so much.
They offered your friend the same services, right?
Oh yeah, well yeah, but it was oddly enough. My friend is a little bit older than me, but she's also an extreme empath, and it was really funny because she obviously called the daughter's bluff. And was telling the daughter more things about the daughter's past life, than the actual tarot reader was telling Katie. It was so strange. It was very, very strange.
And then Katie's like, you're just a nice person, Kat. You just don't,
Yeah, she was really reassuring. Yeah, but she was just really adamant, too, on getting that money back, because that's not right.
Well, and I told you, because I've done this before, it's called, and I do it, too. I see the best in people. I've gotten really, really in bad situations before in my life, not just with psychics, but even with people I've hired. Like I've talked about before on streams, where I've had literally people I've hired in production for a production crew in paranormal, and they've stolen like thousands of dollars worth of gear from me, and that's because I trust them and I think that they're going to be good people. And what did I tell you, Kat? I said you could be dancing with the devil and you don't realize it, because you're seeing the best in the devil. Literally, it's like being blindfolded. And that's not a bad trait to have. Like, that's a philosophical trait you learn. Is like, generally speaking, people either think people are bad genuinely, or genuinely think people are good. I think it's good to see the good in people. But unfortunately, then you get people that are going to try to play you as a sucker and siphon $300 out of you.
It was very strange, too, how that ended, because her last comment to me before I left was, you know, it was the day after Christmas. I didn't feel like going into the shop, but, you know, when my daughter was going to turn off the lights, I asked her to keep them on because I knew somebody was going to come today. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you knew you were going to come and con? I was going to be conned? Like, you knew that? That's great. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Right. Which is unfortunate, but it is interesting. Like, once again, maybe that is her intuition. I think that some of the personal things she said, she has to be some sort of an intuitive medium to know those things. But she probably did catch you while you were emotional, you're crying, you're, you know, excited that you've connected maybe with people that have passed on that you loved. And then that's when they kind of like snatch you. And they're like, oh, by the way, you have dark energy around you or attachments and you need to get your chakras cleansed and you need to get realigned and I have the answers for you. And you're sitting here like, oh my God, are my chakras that bad?
I wish you were there. I wish you were there.
I wish I would.
Shut the ass up.
I wish a bitch would have been, okay? That's all I'm gonna say because you know I would have called her out on her shit, like on the spot. Like, you know how I am. I mean, but let's talk about one of my experiences, right? I met this person. I've briefly talked about it before, but I want to reiterate it now that we're doing this stream. I guess it was about a year ago I met this person who claimed to be psychic. She was temporarily staying in Vegas from Sedona, Arizona, okay? Well, of course, in my mind, I'm triggered because I know Jerome, I know Sedona, and it's a very spiritual place. In fact, some of my friends that live in Jerome are extremely psychic. One of my friends in particular, she will literally call me, like, she's one of those friends where we won't talk for like a year, and then all of a sudden out of the blue she calls me and she just like word vomits all this psychic stuff on me, and she's 4,000% accurate. And she's always like, if you want to learn more about, you know, opening up that like third eye and like learning about you know, mediumship and how you can advance your skills, call me. But it's just not my path, you know what I'm saying? But so I knew, knowing that friend, that like people that live in Jerome and Sedona, Arizona are extremely intuitive. So when I meet this person in Vegas, I'm like, okay, she's from Sedona. Girl, she's probably got, you know, the gift because it's extremely spiritual down there. So I get to know this person. I actually exchanged phone numbers with her, which is very rare for me because as a public figure being on YouTube for years, I don't just give my number out to people. So I gave this girl my number, and she's, for like a week, hassling me. Let's go to dinner. I want to work with you on Ghost Girl Diaries. She looked up the channel. Is Dirk in the background? Hey, Dirk.
He is. You want to come say hi?
Hey, Dirk. What's up?
Come say hi. Dirk just got home from work.
Hey, Dirk.
Say hello.
Is it a blizzard out there?
Is it snowing out? No.
Oh.
It's just very
really
cold.
Serious? No. Is it a blizzard? No, so I meet this girl. She's hassling me about wanting to go out to dinner with her. She's like, if you get to know me and my skills, you're going to want me to work with you with Ghost Girl Diaries and the crew. And so I'm like, okay, fine, we'll go to coffee. So finally we schedule coffee. And then she's like, at the last minute, I don't want to go to coffee. We should go to dinner. Let's go to dinner. And she picks this like expensive restaurant, okay, that's in Summerlin. And Summerlin's like a fancy, expensive, you know, higher class area of Vegas. So I'm like, okay, fine, I guess we'll go to that restaurant. We go to Summerlin. She gives me this like, quote, numerology like report on me, okay?
Oh my God.
Which is interesting. You're saying she wrote your name down. This girl also wrote my full name down. She wanted my full name. She's doing numerology, okay? So then, at the end of it, I'm like, okay, so now, take in mind, this is not what I would have planned. I would have rather gone to coffee and sat there for like 20 minutes and then left, versus now she has ordered an appetizer, a main course, a dessert, and she's had like 3 glasses of wine, okay, once again at a pricey restaurant, okay? And all of a sudden, we're like finally at the end of this. I'm like, damn, this is like 2 hours of my life I am never going to get back. And she drops on me that she forgot her debit card at home. And that, can I pay for it until next time she sees me? And, or, you know, take part of it out for the numerology that, by the way, I never asked for or agreed to pay for. So obviously, being polite, I'm not going to sit there and be like, I'm not going to pay for your meal. You know, I probably should have done that. Looking back, I should have been like, waitress, cut this in half, and because I did not eat the appetizer, I did not have 3 glasses of wine, I didn't have dessert, you know, and plus now I'm paying for someone else's entree. So anyway, I paid for it, sucked it up, left, and I was like, oh, I'm done with that girl. Like, she can just get to stepping on out of my life. And so then I get home, right, and now she is blowing my ass up on social media. She knows about Ghost Girl Diaries. She knows about me. She's tweeting at me like 100 miles a minute. I have like 400 tweets in like an hour, not even joking, of her just like hassling me. Why aren't you texting me back? She's calling me. I had to literally go to Verizon to block her number. She's like sending me messages over and over on my fan pages on Facebook. She got like ludicrous. She lost her mind. And I'm like, girl, you got a free dinner. Wasn't that good enough for you? Like, so anyway, and she was supposed to be psychic. She got crazy, finally got her out of my life. This is, it sucks though, okay? Because like, here's the thing. I have some friends that are extremely intuitive. I mean, you get Kat, myself, Brittany, Chanel together, we are like amplified, right? Like, when one of us is having a bad day, we know it. Like, we do. And
we all feel it.
Yeah, like, okay, we haven't talked to Brittany. Something's going down, okay? And we haven't talked to her, but we know something's wrong. And suddenly she's like, hey, guys, had a bad day at work. And we're like, oh, we knew it already. We already knew it.
Knew it.
So I believe in intuitives. I believe in mediumship. I believe in spiritual connection. Obviously, I'm in this industry. But these people that are out there that are, like, racking up money and, like, ruining it for the good ones is the problem I have.
Yeah. It's not right.
It's not
It's
right.
not right.
It's not okay. And unfortunately, it can happen to anybody in any given minute.
Yeah.
I have a friend here in town who identifies as a warlock, so he practices Wicca and whatnot. But he's very, very, very psychic. And so I know that if I'm in that mode where I feel like I need to have that crossroads of like a tarot reading or a chat, like he's here. The girl that works at the Haunted Museum, I have befriended her. I think you can actually make appointments with her online now. She's very psychic. She's extremely psychic. Like, I've sat down with her 3 or 4 times now. She knows her stuff. So I'm not saying psychics aren't real. I'm not saying people out there that practice this can't be accurate and be worth whatever dollar you pay them. But it sucks because then you get these frauds involved, or in your case, she's real, but she's using it for bad reasons.
Wrong reasons, yep.
But, I mean, I told you, too, I believe in that karma. I believe in that whole thing where ×3 comes back if you're not doing good things. And I told you, what did I say? She's going to have some bad karma for what she did.
Yep.
And what she's doing.
I don't know how people like that can sleep at night.
And I highly doubt
it really bothers me. Yeah.
You know, I mean, obviously your friend even was like, no, girl, I'm not paying that $300.
Heck no. Yep.
Oh, man. I've had, what else?
My life.
Oh, I had, so should we talk about my psychic?
Yes.
No, yes. I don't know if I should.
Yes, you should. Just mention it.
Oh, God.
It's on
like,
the bullet list.
It's like Ghost Girl Diaries therapy. We're like in therapy right now.
It's amazing.
Okay.
This is great. It's a good time.
Look, okay. Let me just start with this, okay? You know, where do I start? I don't even know where to start. Okay.
The beginning.
Public appearances, right?
Is this Instagram?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay. You know, so Paranormal Challenge was obviously where I started. That was 2011. Holy crap. That's like 8 years, right? 9 years.
Whoa.
And obviously I don't even go off by that bragging anymore because Ghost Girl Diaries has become its own separate entity now. Like, I built my own empire. So, you know, when looking at Paranormal Challenge and working with Zach, that's like so old school to me. And like, that's like chapter 1 of Krystal's life, you know, of this journey. But, you know, when that started, we were season finale winners, and Travel Channel exposure, being a female that was leading my group at that time, was big, right? So when that aired, I had a ton of people that found me on social media. And so this started for me then, like 9 years ago, 8-9 years ago, okay? Mm-hmm. I would have psychics that come out of the blue, okay? And they're like, Literally, and it happened in person because I've done public events, right? Like I was at Scarefest a few times with Zach. I was doing like the Stanley Hotel events where Dave Schrader was. So I was doing events, right? So I was out there. People knew me, and either in person or through like direct message or like a tweet, these psychics are like, "Oh my God, you have an attachment. You have 6 attachments and you have 6 demons. And the only way you can get rid of them is if you pay me $6,000 and I will help you rid them." And I'm sitting here like, what? Is this for real right now? So it started happening a long time ago. So you would think that by 9 years into this, I have gained some serious alligator skin dealing with like the toxicity that people throw at you being a public figure. I am strong, right? Like, not a lot phases me, right? Like I've had a lot of shit talk to me, right? And I just don't care what people say.
Right.
But the other day, I'm sitting at home, right? My dog is sicker than shit. Like we think he's not gonna make it. I'm in a total like meltdown panic because I don't have kids, so my dogs are my children, right? And so I'm like, I'm tweeting, you know, all you guys are awesome. My fans are like, "Oh my God, Krystal, what's going on with the dog? Is the dog okay?" And I'm like, okay, I'll update stories on Instagram, right? And so I'm putting stories on Instagram, and I'm getting all of these sweet messages from fans like, "Oh my God." You know, I will check messages now. I've gotten past the point where I don't, you know, D-pics don't bother me anymore on Instagram, okay? I just don't, I block the D-pics, okay?
Ew.
So I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting all these sweet messages. It's so sweet. Everybody's loving seeing Harley and that he's doing okay. And then I get a message. And I'm responding to some. Because I really love my fans. You know, like my fans have what has made Ghost Girl now, you know, like up until now. And all of a sudden I open a message from these people, and they're like, "Oh my God, we're such big fans. We're psychics. We love you." And I'm like, "And we hope your dog is okay." And so I'm like, "Okay, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. You know, like he's gonna be okay." And then all of a sudden,
the crazies. They
can't hold it in. And I start getting literally messages from this person or people that own this business like every 2 seconds of like, "Krystal, you have 5 demons attached to you. You have 5 spirits attached to you, and I can see them and I can hear them talking to you, and the demons are going to get you. And if you don't let us heal you from those demons, we're going to, you know, you're not going to be okay. And that's why you have all this negative energy around you and all this stuff." And I'm like, my dog is sick. My dog has diabetes, yo. This is not related to a demon here. Hold on a second. Okay,
5 demons.
Wait, 5. Sorry. My bad. Okay. Oh my God. So I text the girls, right? Because we have like a group chat together. We always support each other, whatever someone's going through. And all the girls are like, "WTF, what is this person saying?" Like, and it's still continuing. Like my DM is getting blown up by this person telling me how like haunted I am and the dark energy I have around me and all this crazy shiznit, okay? So So first of all, okay, look, my dog is sick. I might be losing my dog, okay? I don't have a lot of FUCKs left in my bucket of FUCKs, okay? I've checked and I don't have any FUCKs left, okay? So I'm like sitting there like, is this person serious? So the first response I say is, "Are you talking to the right person here? Like, are you meaning to message somebody else? And you're accidentally messaging me?" No, I verbatim said that. Ask Kat.
She did.
I did.
She did.
So no, they start blowing me up more. Like, "Oh no, you have like 5 demons attached to you or something," and like you
put the voice message.
They sent me a voice message on Instagram DMs.
Not today, say it.
Sounds like they're listening to Ghost Girl Diaries in the background YouTube channel, singing a country song, drunker than shit. Like they are drunk as a skunk, and I'm like, what is my life right now? What is happening? Like, so anyway, my response was, not cool if you're intuitive to be messaging somebody late at night. By the way, this is like 1-3 a.m. I have not slept in days because I've been just watching my dog, right? Like making sure he's breathing. And I literally was like, this is not okay. You should not be addressing people by saying these people, you know, you have an attachment. That's not how you open up a dialect conversation with somebody. So anyway, and I told Kat, I called her the next day and I was like, look, these people want to claim they are psychic, okay, that they're empaths, they're intuitive. This person messaging me, I do not believe is an empath, because I'm an empath. Kat's an empath. Brittany's an empath. Chanel is an empath. We can walk into a location and we know exactly what's happening. We can feel energies, we can sense them, we can smell them. Sometimes we can taste foods, weird things. This person is not an empath messaging me saying that I have attachments, because if they were an empath, they would know how that would make someone feel, and they would not be addressing it that way, okay?
They were just drunk.
I don't like that. It's not cool. And you know, here's the thing. I've witnessed weird stuff happen. Like, I was at an event. Oh my God, this was years ago. Zach was at an event, okay? I think this was the Stanley Hotel. Don't quote me. It could have been Scarefest. I'm at this event, and Zach's getting, like, people come up to him. And a lot of people give him gifts because of how big he is in paranormal. And they'll, like, sometimes people give him holy water, or sometimes give him sage pictures they've drawn, whatever. This woman stops him in the hall, I think. So she had missed the meet and greet. And she's like running up to him with this big, like, framed, I think it was framed, picture. And she's like, I painted this for you or something. And he's like, oh, thanks, you know. He's like, well, what is it? He's like looking at this picture. And because he like, you couldn't tell really what it is. And all of a sudden the woman goes, well, I'm psychic. And I think she said, this is a picture of your death.
What the heck?
And so he like lost it. I can't remember if that's verbatim what was said, but it was something similar to that. It was like, this is a picture of you dying or something weird, or your demons or whatever. And he like lost it, because it's just like, what is wrong with people? Like, you know, and he, I know he's had it before where people would be like, oh, you have attachments, you have things. Probably. He owns a freaking haunted museum. Like, what do you think he has? Like, and I'm sitting here like, look, okay, my house is paranormal free, but I have been to a lot of weird places, right? I've been to Bobby Mackey's to investigate. I've been to Jerome, which is extremely dark. I've been to the Stanley Hotel probably 100 times, if not more. And y'all want to tell me I have an attachment? Not in my house, but probably. Okay, like, this is like what I signed up for. This is the industry I love. I love communicating with the other side. And you know, when people claim you have an attachment, how do you know it's bad? How do you know it's bad? It could be my, like, grandma for all you know. No, I don't want you to expunge out my grandma. Okay, I have a picture of her back there. That picture right there is my grandma. You're not going to expunge her from my life, okay? So, like, I don't like it when people do that, because it's like, get out of my space. Like, get out of my personal space. And nuts. I think it's wrong. I think it's so wrong. You don't walk. I don't care how psychic you are. I don't care if you see someone with 20 demons standing around them. You don't walk up to somebody and say, you have attachments, let me fix it for you. That's cray-cray. Like, that is etiquette. I'm sorry, I feel like it's not even like psychic etiquette. It's also just what we call being human and being freaking polite.
Yeah, well, it even brings me to that situation when we were in Vegas the first time and Brittany got grabbed.
Yeah, we had a really fun experience. We were down on the Strip. It was when all of us were together. We had already known personally that we were having a lot of energy together, right? Like the four of us.
Yeah.
And we're like, innocently, we want to go downtown to Vegas and walk the Strip, and we want to go get like dinner and pretend like we're normal people. And we want to go to Sprinkles, right? That's where we went. We went to Sprinkles.
That's where we wanted to go.
We wanted to get cupcakes, okay? Like normal females do, right? We like chocolate, okay? And we're walking down the freaking boardwalk, and the four of us are together. Aren't you up front with Brittany? And I'm back with Chanel.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, this woman comes out of nowhere and freaking grabs Brittany by the arm and like yanks her over to the side. And she's got like a grip on her. And it happened so fast. Chanel and I are like, wait, what just happened? Like, and you're like, what's going on? And this woman's like, why are people so creepy when they come? Like, this woman's like, you guys have a lot of energy together.
Yeah, she goes, your energy is strong together. I'm like, heck. friggin' Luke Skywalker? Like, what does that mean? Like, why are you being weird?
And why are you grabbing people? You cannot yank people around here. Like, personal space, people. So anyway, Brittany, like, I don't even remember what Brittany's reaction was. I think she was like, okay.
She was like, oh, but she was like yanking her arm back
and forth a few times. Oh,
because this woman looked cocked. She looked really drunk, like walking. But it was weird because
it correlates with the drunk country song that was sent to me. I don't even know.
But it was very strange when she grabbed Brittany because she was very cognizant of what she was saying. There was no slurring of words.
Direct.
She was very firm about what she was saying. It was very bizarre considering all the weird things that were happening that night anyway.
And Brittany and Chanel are the youngest.
But still not okay.
But so then after that, like, Brittany stood between Kat and I for like the rest of the night. We're like,
yeah,
Kat's like, if somebody grabs you, I'm going to knock them out. Don't you touch. Like, it's just weird.
My Aries will come out and I will kick somebody. Don't make me.
Like I said, high kick someone into next week. That's my Taurus. See, I'm a Taurus, and I'll stampede you. So anyway,
there you go.
Well, people are weird. Long story short, so
very strange.
You know, if somebody sees that someone has an attachment, I just feel like the proper thing is you don't say anything unless this person is like diligently seeking treatment. No, like, if you're a psychic and someone comes to you and pays you to, like, read them, and this person says out of their mouth, I have attachments and I need help, then that is absolutely your right to step in. That is psychic etiquette. But you don't go up to people on the street and, you know, it's just, I don't get it. Oh, like, my DMs, like, you DM me. You don't go up to Zach and hand him a picture that he's going to be dying this, like, violent, brutal way by demons. It's just like, I don't understand the cognitive things people do. And the other reason is like, okay, fine, paranormal, we love it. We're in the industry. We love what we do. We're passionate about it, okay? But you cannot relate everything in your life to paranormal, okay? Or you're going to go crazy, right? And I know, like, I've said things like, I don't believe in coincidence, because generally I don't, okay? But I'm not going to sit here and say, but my dog got sick and it was related to a demon. Please.
Right.
No, actually, it's called scientific evidence. I took him to the vet and they did blood work and his diabetes was off. That is not related to a demon, you know? And, like, don't message me relating to that because it's annoying. And I'm not going to change who I am for my fans because I openly talk about everything with them. Like, generally, I wear my heart on my sleeve and my fans know it. And you guys know I'm going to be honest with you. I also had to tell you the truth. Why wasn't there uploads last week? Because my dog got sick. And that was where my priority was. I wasn't sitting here editing or filming. Honestly, I looked like crap last week, okay? I had a bun in my hair and I had, like, hoodie on 24/7 because I was literally living at the vet, okay? But that's my point. You just, and someone's having a vulnerable time in their life, like my dog is sick, and you want to tell me I have 5 attachments? And then I made a joke on social media. Cat's laughing.
Triggered. People just get triggered.
I made a joke on social media, okay? And the joke was, I have extreme sarcasm, okay? Because one of the ways I believe paranormal hasn't been taken is, like, I think you should joke around a little bit, right? Because, like,
make it lighthearted.
Paranormal can get really serious, right? Like, you're talking with, like, dead people, dark things, like, things can get serious really fast. So I like to be funny sometimes. And so I went on Twitter and I was like, really? Only 5? Really? I've been doing this for years and I only have 5 attachments. I would say I am winning, #winning at that point,
oh
okay?
My God.
And then I got people that freaked out. Like, oh my God, you have more than 5. Oh my God, like, you shouldn't be, like, joking about more than 5 attachments. And I'm sitting here like, y'all need to chill, okay? Speaking of chilling, are we ready to go into the next topic?
Yes.
How do you think we ended that? Do you think that we ended that stream pretty well with, like, psychic etiquette?
I do.
I mean, do you think we can be any more clear? Don't tell people they have attachments. It's freaking rude. I think that's as clear as I can get.
Absolutely. Don't be weird.
Don't be weird. Don't send people country songs singing late at night, okay? Like, wasted, okay? Don't.
Drunk.
Don't text someone a DM 4,000 times. Like, it's not, especially at 3 a.m. It's not okay, all right?
Well,
like,
it's just common sense. It's common sense. Use your brain, folks.
Use your brain.
Come on. Let's be real here. Please.
Okay. I got heated. I got a little heated. I feel a little hot.
We're good.
I feel like I need a Beyonce fan on me. I'm coming
like
down.
Woohoo!
I need like a personal fan person feeding me grapes. Okay. Segueing into the next chat is...
Yes.
Is everybody prepared for this? I'm prepared. I feel prepared.
Take a moment.
I'm just making sure like my poof is in control here because girl, she has a mind of her own.
Making sure that our chakra is centered.
Is your chakra aligned for this? Because
I think I need some lavender soap, guys, before we do this.
I'll get on top of that. I'll send it from Etsy.
Just send it in a cheese dish. Please send it.
How did you leave that out when you were talking to me that there was a cheese dish involved? You never told me there was Tupperware involved.
It wasn't even Tupperware. It was like, you know, that like to-go, like little plastic clear top. She's like, yeah, there was cheese in this, but it'll be fine. And I'm like, like, what is happening? I don't know what's happening right now.
Cheese. What is happening? Okay.
I don't even know. Still.
You should be glad I wasn't there. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh,
okay.
Gosh.
Be glad.
Good Lord.
Okay. Let's go to the next topic, which is a conversation I have been fighting for years, and I will continue to speak up about it because I don't care. Okay. I literally don't care. There was a time when I moved to Vegas and Zach found the channel of Ghost Girl Diaries. This was a few years ago. And then Zach started following me on Twitter. I think this was like 2014, 15-ish, okay? When that happened, there was this frenzy of Baganites. What is a Baganite? A Baganite is... Brittany's on... Wait a second. Brittany's on...
What did she say?
Brittany's on the Twitch stream. She's like... That woman grabbed me. It freaked me out. I'm sorry. It's making me laugh.
Poor Brittany.
I didn't know is Chanel on too. I didn't know. Anyway, I love those girls. I can't wait to see everybody here in a few weeks.
Yeah.
So the Baganites came out for me. Baganites are female fans of Zach who like dream visions of grandeur that they are going to marry him someday, to the point where they have literally dedicated their entire life to like social media stalking him and obsessing over him. Okay, so which obviously I'm a fan of Ghost Adventures, but I don't think I'm quite a Baganite. Clearly I'm not a Baganite. Okay,
no, we have lives.
We have lives. I'm running a company here, people. Okay, I'm running a production company. I have some shit to do. I'm sorry, I'm a little busy. So basically when Zach started following me on Twitter, there was a bunch of people that started writing blogs about me, females I'm assuming. So there's probably blogs that are still out there, and they were accusing me of dating Zach, of being in the same city of him, of living with him, of having this like secret life and relationship with him. It just goes on and on the list, okay? And so I had to start addressing publicly on the channel of like, y'all are crazy, okay? Y'all are making this stuff up. Like, y'all should not even be reading the blogs out there that exist because they are not true anyway, which I also addressed again on Twitter the other day. And just like people get crazy, like these Baganites get crazy. So, you know, anytime he tweets at me, which I don't care when he does, he's allowed to do that. He's allowed to have friends. I know him, sorry. Like, right. People get crazy and your mind explodes. So he tweets at me the other day because we did have fun. It was a private ghost hunt. Very, very small. Extreme. It was like friends only small. And I got to go, and I got these crazy people after me that are just like having meltdowns. Once again, I'm getting accused of being with him and like dating him and all this weird stuff. And like stalking me and stalking him, and like then it gets carried on to where they start stalking my girls, which is Kat and Chanel and Brittany, and they're like stalking and wanting questions and wanting to know about me and Zach's personal secret life. Doesn't exist, y'all. just everybody calm down. Like, I know like your mind is exploding, but I don't think not only do I need to get the harassment surrounding these people, but my girls do not deserve the harassment surrounding these people. And why am I doing this? I'm taking a stand. Being one of the few females in paranormal, I am not going to allow other females to come in and tear my females down, because that's not how this works. We build each other up. We do not tear each other down,
so strange,
put each other down.
Too.
It's just uncontrollable. And
it is. It's like a little infestation of like cockroaches that want to pretend to like be nice and be your friend just because they know you might have a connection with somebody that knows Zach Bagans.
It is.
And it's so weird and gross.
Yeah, and I've learned that for a while, like, being a public figure just with my YouTube channel, I not only have to be careful for myself, but I also have to be careful who I make friends with. Because sometimes I've learned in the past that people think because I have an in with Zach, that they can befriend me or something weird, and that I'm gonna like hand over his number or like connect you with him in production or something weird. And I'm like, y'all have such bad interior motives. Like, you're putting some bad juju and karma out there for yourself.
For real.
And
they'll say anything to get a response. Anything.
Well, yeah, I was triggered a few times. I was accused on Twitter of like hoeing it up with Zach and like being at his house. Any female in his life is like hoeing it up with him. And, like, I'm not here to talk about his sex life, okay? Because that's none of my business.
Right.
And that's none of y'all's business, for that matter. And my sex life's none of y'all's business, okay? But I will say that if there's any articles online, they're freaking lies. And I even addressed it as, if you're reading a blog regarding him and his life, it's not true. He's extremely private when it comes to his life. And so am I. So nothing out there is even close to accurate. So do yourselves a favor and stop putting energy into it, not only for yourself, but for the toxic people that are writing that crap, because it's not true. And all you're doing is giving them more likes. You're doing the Kardashian theory, which is you have some crazy person out there that has no life that's writing a blog about me or Zach, claiming they know everything about them. And you're giving them more views by reading into it. So here's my advice. Stop.
Yeah.
Because it's not true. Like, I don't even share some of my stuff with Kat and Chanel and Britt. They're like the next closest people to me. There's stuff you guys don't share with me. Like, why can't you keep some things personal and close to your own heart? Nothing. I don't know of a single person that's completely public, other than maybe the Kardashians, because their entire life is filmed all the time.
And it's so sad. Like, I was telling Krystal that it was really sad to see these Baganites come out and like respond to Krystal's tweet and like feel the need to defend themselves, because they're literally wasting their time on this earth. Spend your energy on you, girl. Do you. Worry about your life. Go and find somebody else to go and, love, and that will be there for you. And stop fantasizing. It's just so sad to watch.
Well, and stop accusing. Let's not tear each other down. I'm not going to tear down the Baganites. Although I think they're being extremely inappropriate and vulgar, and they should not be coming at me in arms. Nope. Like, I live in the same city as Zach, so what? So what? What's your point? And like, I'm just the kind that I will absolutely take something by the horns and I will face it. I am not afraid to address controversy. This is controversy. This is an in-your-face controversy. And I mean, you have my fans, which love my fans. 99.99% of my fans know that I've talked about this before. And they know that they think it's hilarious, right? Like, I'm sure my fans are sitting there like doing like such an epic eye roll, you saw your brain, right? So, anyway, people are stupid. You have nothing else to do, and I just get so tired of it. But I also don't think that I deserve to have harassment and abuse on not only my platforms, but also your platforms, right? Like Kat's and Chanel's and Britt's platforms. That's not okay.
Overnight.
And people think that, if we harass her enough, maybe she'll stop being friends with him.
It's inappropriate. It's inappropriate.
What makes you think I'm a weak ass? At what point in all of my 200 videos did y'all think I was a weak ass? and that I can't take the heat. What makes you think I don't have alligator skin? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I'm not going to be friends with somebody because somebody said so. Please give me a break or make me throw up. We're not in high school anymore, right? Like, and with that being said, y'all, I am running a production company here. I am shooting a series right now. Right now. And what makes you think I have time for this petty shit? Because I don't. I don't have time for it. I'm doing big things in my life. Kat is doing big things in her life. Please go find some passion in yours and put your energy towards that, because it will pay
Find a
off.
hobby.
Yeah, find a hobby.
Knit something.
Speaking of
go
production, let's go knit something. Hashtag knit it.
Hashtag knit.
How's pre-production going, Kat? So Kat has been my number one in this whole thing, right? Like, you have learned the ins and outs of this. It is not easy.
But it's been fun.
It is fun.
It's been so fun.
The other day you were like, I just realized what my job is and I love my life.
Yeah, literally. I mean, just walking to really like historic places and like libraries to do research just made me really appreciate and feel grateful for just all the opportunities I'm being given from, you know, Krystal and Ghost Girl Diaries. And I just love my job. Like, this is something that I've always wanted to do. So being able to see that come to fruition and like get really excited and pumped up for filming is even better.
You got to go to some like local old historic libraries because you're trying to find some like credentials and history on stuff. And
yeah,
so
they're really helpful.
You literally got to access some spots that the public doesn't get to access.
Yep. Yeah, it's like a back room that's locked up, and you know, they have cameras in there and such. And they were in the room with me while we were going through, you know, books and ledgers and you know, reports, and it was very exciting. It was very, very exciting,
isn't it? When you realize, like,
yeah,
history's been documented, and not everyone gets to access this, and
it was amazing. I was freaking out. Like, there was one section of a library, because I went to 2 different libraries, and there was another one that was just like bookshelves and bookshelves and bookshelves, and they just went all the way up like the typical ladder situation where it like goes all the way around and you can just touch all these really old books. I was freaking out. I'm like, I'm having a Beauty and the Beast moment. I'm having a Belle moment.
I would have gone up the ladder and just like swung back and forth like for 5 minutes.
I would have just been singing. I just would have been singing. It was
or like
great.
Put iTunes on with Beauty and the Beast and let Belle like or Emma Watson sing her heart out. Like, oh God, I loved it.
Yeah.
So you still like your job? That's good.
I do. I love my job.
But you've learned it's a lot. It's a lot of work, right?
It is a lot of work. Yeah. But I wouldn't change it for anything. I wouldn't change it for anything, because, you know, in the end, it's just so great to, you know, have the opportunity to research and travel and share it with the crew and get everybody else amped up for that. It's just such an amazing experience.
Yeah, everyone's really
You learn
excited.
so much.
We get to see, all of us will get to be together here in a couple of weeks. And hopefully there is not a massive freaking blizzard on the East Coast, because I'm coming from Vegas and I already told them, like, cold to me is like 40 degrees rainy here. If I'm traveling to the East Coast in a blizzard, I'm just going to turn into a popsicle. And I told them to just roll me around town. Like, just don't. I didn't even own boots, guys. I didn't have snow boots. I have to be prepared, you know? Like, I didn't have a winter jacket. I had to go buy a winter jacket. And I'm sitting here like, what am I thinking? I am going to the East Coast when it's like blizzardy and cold. I'm not going to make it. It's going to pay off.
No, it's going to be good. Get some awesome footage. Yeah. But no, it'll be good. As I told her, here in New Hampshire, if it's like 20, 30 degrees and no wind and the sun's out, it's like sweater weather. It really is warm to us, at least. But I mean, it's like 16 now, I think.
I'm sitting here a couple of hours from SoCal, and you're like, you're gonna be fine. And I'm like,
it's gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. I told her she's gonna look like the kid from Christmas Story when the mom dresses her and like, or dresses him in like the snow pants and he can't put his arms down.
Yeah. I know, I told hi guys, welcome here. How's it look? Do I look natural?
Oh my God.
No, it'll be so much fun. So yeah, we get to see.
It's gonna be so fun.
The crew will be together here in a couple weeks. And everybody's like dying to see each other. Like, Chanel is so excited and Brittany's like, I'm ready for this. She's like, let's go.
It's been too long. It's been too long.
Yeah, and then you're going to hopefully make a trip out by yourself, and we're going to go see Gwen Stefani.
Yes, in like Marchish.
Yay, it's going to be so good. We're going to go down in the pit.
Heck yes, we are.
I literally lost my voice. It was so good. I just love her so much.
Oh, it's so exciting.
It was so Vegas. She had like such a Vegas show. You know what I mean? Like lights, and she had like, oh my god, the Doc Martens this girl wore were just like so blitzed out in like glitter. I'm like, I should just buy a pair of Docs and ruin them and just cover them in crystals.
Glitter.
But
yes,
then they like fall apart, and like I'd be so upset. Like I just need to carry glue with me all the time. So no,
Ben in your purse.
Yeah, you know I would.
I know.
I should just bejewel my whole like I should just like for like the pilot episode, I should just have like bejeweled face, like glitter glued all over my face. Just like, hi guys, do I look natural? This was my natural look for today.
Oh my gosh.
It's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait. So we'll probably do some live streams while we're all together again, like before. And Durkee Pants will be there, who's in the background. He'll be helping us on set. Yes, I'm excited. And it's gonna go great. I can't wait for you guys to hear everything, but we can't share it yet. You guys know that. And this chapter of Ghost Girl Diaries has changed. We have evolved big time from what you guys are used to, but it's unbelievable. You guys are gonna like be totally blown away. I think that this is going to be the next big paranormal series. What do you think?
100%. Get ready, guys, because
female empowerment,
quick.
Girls building each other up, epic evidence, awesome engineering, latest engineering, and on top of that, you guys will get to see all of us interact together on our adventures, which is going to be the most hilarious thing because Kat doesn't do well getting scared, okay? Clearly, you just saw the Universal upload from Universal Studios where she's just like...
It's uploaded?
I think it's up. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I think that's what Britt said that, or Chanel.
Oh my gosh.
Let me see.
I am... God.
Isn't it?
I'm sorry in advance, guys.
Now I feel like I don't know if I'm talking, if that's right.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, Brittany said, just got the notification our Universal video is now up. Yeah, I haven't watched it.
Oh my gosh.
Some of it we actually had to put a lot of audio over, and that's because Kat's screaming most of the time.
I was very scared.
She's not a zombie person. She's not a monster person. Yeah.
I just don't like that. Like, creepy people in costume is fine, but like getting all up in my bubble and touching me with like chainsaws and shit, I'm good. I'm good.
I'm good.
No, I'll paranormal investigate alone in a dark room, but put me in a room with a scarecrow that's gonna chase me halfway down the block, I'm good.
She's literally running. She would literally like take off running. Like, Kat, where are you going?
Well, it was funny though because like as it got towards the end like of our visit there, I was ready to like drop kick people. I'm like, get out of my way!
You were. I will knock your oh my god! Like a few hours with Kat at Scarefest was just like too much. She could not handle it anymore. She was like, I cannot deal with it. She's
tired. Like, I was so stressed.
I just got to get out of this park. Just let me out. She's like.
Oh god.
And Brittany's like, I just want to go back to Harry Potter World. Like, I just don't care about anything else. I just want to go back to
That was a mood.
It was fun. That was really fun.
It was so fun.
We'll go back again and we'll film another thing and go back where we have I think we needed just a day in Harry Potter World, literally, because it's so big.
Yeah, that butterbeer, amazing. Amazing.
We need to figure out how to make that at home.
For real, though.
There's got to be a way.
It was so good.
Like butterscotch. Yeah, it was really good.
Did you get the slushy one? You got the slushy one.
I got two of the slushies.
Soda.
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't have the soda.
Yeah. I love soda.
Yeah. I got the slushies. It was pretty good. It was really good.
Yeah.
See, we just tanged off. Do you see how you like, it's just like, this is how our conversations go during the day. Kat calls me and we're like halfway doing work and all of a sudden we're like, oh, so I went shopping yesterday, right?
Yeah.
And,
and my 5 demons went with me. We went to Target. It's fine.
Literally, what is wrong with people, guys?
I just can't. You gotta laugh, though.
5, that's it? I only have 5 attachments? Well, I would say after this long, I'm doing pretty good, girl. That's all I'm going to say.
For reals.
Oh, my God.
You living it up.
Get your $300 back. That's all I'm going to say, okay?
Yeah.
Let's just end it with get that $300 back.
God. I just need to end 2018 from that.
Yeah, right.
Situation.
That's like your little lingering,
it's still open.
Like, yeah.
It's like,
please, I'm just done.
Good Lord.
Oh my God, thank you
just
guys
glad
so
the cheese
much.
dish is gone.
Wait, I didn't know there was a cheese dish. I feel like if you would have told me that, I would have made fun of you for that. That's probably why you didn't.
I was so stressed about everything else that, like, the cheese dish was the last thing on my mind.
Oh my
But
God.
then I'm looking at my car, I'm like, why is there... Oh, I remember. Got you.
Oh my God, who puts oils in a cheese dish? What a strange person she is. Oh my God. She's lucky I didn't review her on this channel, that's all I'm gonna say, okay? We'll just leave it at that.
Amen, girl. Amen.
You guys, thank you so much for tuning in with us. This is Kat and I. We had so much fun chatting with you. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. This was really not our, like, normal streams. This is just a hangout with me and Kat, kind of chatting it up. And on Saturday, Brittany will be on the channel with me talking about one of her favorite lores, which is fairies. She loves Ireland and fairies. She's really into it. Which I'm not. I'm gonna have to, like, catch up on some research here because I have no idea what I'm talking about. But Brittany does. She loves all her stuff. Her little redhead. The reason we actually put her on for this weekend is I think Friday is National Kiss a Redhead Day. And I was like, okay, Britt, you gotta come on here.
It's time.
She knows all the redhead lore. I don't know any of it. She loves her little redhead Irish lore, so we're gonna talk about some of that stuff. And make sure you guys subscribe to all of us. There will be 2 Patreon videos up. God, I just lost my voice for a second. I owe you guys one from last week and another one for this week. And tomorrow I will have a little mini stream on Friday. Saturday, Brittany will be coming on. And geez, we're coming up to, like, production really quickly.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
I'm going to try to pre-film for you guys for the channel when I'm out of town, so I'm going to be out of town for, like, the last week, well, technically, like, the 22nd of January till, like, the 1st or 2nd of February. So I'm going to be gone for almost 2 weeks filming. So maybe I'll just do some live streams with you while I'm there. And we'll just make up for that sporadically. Did I miss any questions? I haven't really been looking at chat because I was too busy laughing.
I haven't been looking either.
Oh my God, see what happens when we laugh so hard? Oh my God. You guys have me cracking up. Erica said, holler girl.
Frickin' cheese dishes.
It's the cheese dish.
It's the damn cheese dish. That's what cheese dish.
I should have sent you a cheese dish for Christmas. I wish you would have told me.
No. No. No.
Oh my God, I can't. Seriously.
I don't see anything. I don't see,
stone circles? I don't really know what that
I would have burnt it all. Cheese dish and all.
Burnt it? Oh my God. Oh.
That's funny.
Someone said they rolled their eyes back so far I saw my brain twice. Amen, sister. So true.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I know. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Yeah, me neither. I just wanted to make sure because when we're live, I like to answer questions for you guys because I know I haven't been online. And and speaking of that, some people were asking me some questions about, like, the beauty channel and, like, you know, there were some old some old streams of my beauty stuff that I took down. What I think I'm gonna do is, and I need to, like, we have to get through this filming thing first. You guys are gonna have to let me get on a schedule here once we're done with filming this pilot. I think I'm going to film on Twitch a live chat while I'm doing my makeup and preparing for filming is what the goal is. And then we'll end up taking that video, downloading it, chopping it up, and I will upload it to my beauty channel on YouTube. But I think I'll start with filming it on Twitch, and I'll just sit there and chat, because honestly, when I'm preparing for filming, it does take me a couple hours. So then I'll stream on Twitch for a few hours doing my makeup, doing a chat, and then that you guys can see what I did for my makeup when I did the stream, because I know some people were asking questions about that. And yes, I do still have my makeup line coming out, but it's just taking some refining because I want it to be really good. What else was I going to say? I think that's it. I think that's it. We have a lot going on. I've been busy.
The convention.
We have oh, that's right, the convention. I didn't mention that now Tony Spera, who is the nephew of Lorraine Warren, he is bringing Annabelle, but now he's bringing the Conjuring The Conjuring Mirror.
Okay. Can you imagine that spoof movie?
Oh, let's do a spoof on it. The Conjuring Meal. When you eat it, you turn into a nun. Oh my god.
Just a bunch of nuns at a table called the Conjuring Meal. That is freaking awesome.
It's the best thing ever. See, this is what happens when you get filmmakers together. Even when you say something wrong, you're like, let's make a movie out of it. Oh my god.
Let's do it.
We've got to do it. Let's make like a 10-minute spoof for YouTube on that. The Conjuring Meal. We'll make Brittany be the nun because she's really pale. She'll be like the vampire nun.
Oh my god. That is so funny.
Oh, someone asked us if we made any resolutions for this year. I'm sorry, guys. We're just laughing so much. I can't hold it in. Resolutions were to get over 2018. That was...
Yeah, that was pretty much it. To just not live in the past anymore. Friggin' move on.
Yeah.
I mean, better things.
Kat and I need to make up a stream because last week we were going to talk about light work, and I don't want to talk about it right now because that's a whole nother stream. But I guess Kat and I got really into learning about light workers, which are people that are really in tune with like universal energy, and when the moon is out or the stars are positioned a certain way, how is it making you feel? And like particularly leaving 2018 was like removing yourself from old emotional baggage or like trauma you've been through in your life. And so Kat and I got really into that. So I feel like that was our resolution, if there is one. And it worked. It worked, didn't it? I think we like really implemented it.
I feel like 10,000 pounds lighter, just energy-wise. Like everything has just been so smooth sailing.
Yep. We'll talk about it. We'll do a stream for it.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it. I think we're going to sign out on that. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Please give us a thumbs up. Please leave us comments below because it will help the channel continue to grow since we've been gone for so long. Even if it's, hey, missed you guys, that's it. Make sure you tune in. God, I can't talk. What's wrong with me?
You need a meal.
It's my 5.
You need the Conjuring Meal.
It's my 5.
It's your demons.
They're here.
And the cheese dish is coming.
Oh my god, let's make the Conjuring Meal out of the cheese dish.
Just a cheese dish. Full of olive oil.
I can't.
And served by demons.
We're going to continue this all day if we're not careful. Like, seriously, my god.
There's so many things. So many things.
Wait, so you guys see us live. Aren't you excited when we all get together? Make sure you guys subscribe to us. We really appreciated you being here with us. If you like these streams, like not being so formal, make sure you leave us a comment below because we'd love to hear back from you. Take care. I will see you guys Saturday with Brittany, signing off from Krystal and...
Bye, cat.
Bye, cat.
I almost meowed for a minute. Just to be weird.
And follow us on social media. So good to see you guys. I'll catch you guys soon.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye.